The QAnon conspiracy theory emerged as a sprawling and complex modern delusion. It represents a significant challenge to discerning truth from fiction in the digital age. The origins of this movement can be traced back to October 2017. An anonymous user, later known as Q, began posting on the 4chan message board. This user claimed to be a high-level government insider with Q clearance. The posts were cryptic and filled with leading questions and slogans. One of the central slogans was, "The storm is coming." This phrase alluded to a supposed mass arrest of high-profile figures. The core of the QAnon belief system revolves around a deep-state cabal. This cabal is alleged to be a secret group of Satan-worshipping pedophiles. Followers believe this group operates a global child sex trafficking ring. The theory posits that these elites harvest a substance called adrenochrome from their victims. This substance is supposedly used to extend their lives. In this narrative, Donald Trump was secretly recruited to fight this cabal. His presidency was seen as a cover for a secret war against the deep state. Q's posts, or drops, were interpreted as clues about this ongoing battle. The movement quickly spread from 4chan to other social media platforms. Platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube became hotbeds for QAnon content. Social media algorithms played a significant role in its proliferation. The slogan, "The Great Awakening," was used to describe people learning the truth. QAnon has roots in earlier conspiracy theories, including Pizzagate. Pizzagate falsely alleged a child trafficking ring was run from a Washington, D.C. pizzeria. The movement also incorporates elements of anti-Semitic tropes. The psychological appeal of QAnon is a subject of much study. It offers a sense of community for those who feel isolated. Believers feel they possess secret knowledge that others do not. This creates a sense of empowerment and importance. The narrative of a cosmic battle between good and evil is a powerful draw. Times of uncertainty and distrust in institutions can fuel such movements. The COVID-19 pandemic created a fertile ground for QAnon's growth. Misinformation about the virus was often woven into the QAnon narrative. The real-world impact of QAnon has been significant and often destructive. The January 6, 2021, attack on the U.S. Capitol is a stark example. Many of the rioters were vocal QAnon supporters. They believed they were acting on instructions to stop the steal. The movement has also led to numerous instances of harassment and threats. Journalists, politicians, and healthcare workers have been targeted. QAnon has torn families apart. Individuals have become estranged from loved ones who do not share their beliefs. The delusion aspect of QAnon is highlighted by its many failed prophecies. The promised storm of mass arrests has never materialized. Numerous predicted dates for this event have come and gone without incident. Despite these failures, the movement has shown remarkable resilience. Followers often engage in goalpost moving to explain away failed predictions. They claim that the plan is complex and that delays are part of it. There is no credible evidence to support any of QAnon's core claims. Investigations have found no proof of a global, satanic cabal. The idea of adrenochrome harvesting is a baseless fantasy. From a clinical perspective, belief in QAnon is not typically classified as a delusion. This is because the beliefs are shared by a subculture. However, the FBI has identified QAnon as a domestic terrorism threat. The movement's potential to inspire violence is a serious concern. Debunking QAnon is a difficult and ongoing process. Fact-checking and media literacy are crucial tools in this fight. The legacy of QAnon will likely be long-lasting. It has eroded trust in democratic institutions and the media. The movement highlights the dangers of unchecked misinformation in the digital world. Understanding the why behind belief is as important as debunking the what. The conspiracy continues to evolve, adapting to new platforms and events. It has become a global phenomenon, with followers in many countries. The narrative is flexible enough to incorporate local grievances and figures. This adaptability makes it particularly resilient to debunking efforts. The QAnon movement serves as a cautionary tale for the 21st century. It demonstrates how easily reality can be distorted and weaponized. The line between truth and delusion has become dangerously blurred for many. Combating this phenomenon requires a multifaceted approach. This includes education, regulation of social media, and rebuilding trust. The story of QAnon is far from over. Its impact on politics and society will be felt for years to come. The movement's followers remain dedicated, awaiting the next drop. Continue to believe that they are on the verge of a great victory. For them, the conspiracy is not a delusion. It is the ultimate truth. This unwavering conviction is what makes the movement so potent. It transforms political disagreement into a battle for the soul of the world. The QAnon narrative provides simple answers to complex questions. This simplicity is appealing in a world that often feels chaotic and random. The sense of belonging to a secret, heroic mission is a powerful motivator. It gives mundane lives a sense of epic purpose. The gamification of the drops kept followers engaged. They became digital soldiers in an information war. The anonymity of the internet allowed the theory to fester and grow. Without accountability, false claims could be made without consequence. The identity of Q has never been definitively proven. Several individuals have been suggested, but no one has been confirmed. This mystery only adds to the allure of the movement. The movement symbols, like the letter Q, became mainstream. They appeared at political rallies and on merchandise. This visibility helped to normalize the fringe beliefs. The financial aspect of QAnon should not be overlooked. Influencers and merchandise sellers profited from the movement. This created a financial incentive to keep the narrative going. The role of foreign disinformation campaigns is also a factor. State actors have been known to amplify divisive content. This can sow chaos and distrust in rival nations. The QAnon phenomenon is a complex web of genuine belief and cynical manipulation. It is difficult to separate the true believers from the grifters. The emotional toll on former believers can be immense. They often experience shame, guilt, and isolation after leaving the movement. Support groups have emerged to help people de-radicalize. The process of rebuilding a life after QAnon can be long and difficult. The movement has exposed deep vulnerabilities in our information ecosystem. It has shown how quickly and easily false narratives can take hold. The challenge now is to strengthen our collective resilience to misinformation. This requires a commitment to critical thinking and media literacy from a young age. The QAnon conspiracy is a stark reminder that truth itself is under threat. Protecting it is a responsibility for all members of a democratic society. The narrative's power lies in its ability to create a shared reality. This reality is reinforced through constant online interaction. Confirmation bias plays a huge role in sustaining belief. Followers actively seek out information that supports the narrative. They dismiss any contradictory evidence as fake news. This creates a closed loop of information that is difficult to penetrate. The use of military jargon and aesthetics lends a false sense of authority. It makes followers feel like they are part of an official, covert operation. The US versus them mentality is a key component of the ideology. It fosters a sense of righteous anger and persecution. This anger can be a powerful tool for mobilization. The movement has co-opted wellness and spiritual communities. This has been referred to as conspirituality. The anti-vaccine movement has significant overlap with QAnon. Both share deep distrust of mainstream science and medicine. The pandemic provided the perfect storm for these two movements to merge. The fight against QAnon is also a fight for public health. The future of the movement is uncertain. Some experts believe it will eventually fade away. Others fear it will continue to adapt and persist in new forms. The underlying conditions that allowed it to thrive still exist. Social polarization and institutional distrust remain high. The digital platforms that spread it are still in operation. Therefore, the battle between truth and delusion is far from won. It requires constant vigilance and a renewed commitment to shared facts. The QAnon saga is a defining story of our time. It reflects the anxieties and divisions of a world in transition. The movement's narrative is a dark mirror held up to society. It reveals the deep-seated fears and desires that can be exploited. The allure of a simple story in a complex world is undeniable. QAnon provided that story, with clear heroes and villains. This black and white worldview is comforting to many. It eliminates the need for nuance and critical thought. Consequences of this oversimplification have been devastating. It has led to a breakdown in civil discourse. Political opponents are no longer just wrong. They are evil. This dehumanization is a dangerous step towards violence. The QAnon movement is a symptom of a deeper societal malaise. Addressing the root causes is the only long-term solution. This includes tackling economic inequality, social isolation, and political disenfranchisement. Only by building a more just and equitable society can we hope to inoculate ourselves against such delusions. The truth may be complex, but it is worth fighting for. The alternative is a world where delusion reigns, and reality is whatever we want it to be.